As you can see from the title of this article right here, we're going to have to get into a subject that a lot of people, especially black folks, here in the United States and wherever in the world we are, whether it's Caribbean or Africa or any place where our people are found, it's a lesson that we all need to learn. As the title says, Black woman is devastated after she overheard her white boyfriend's parents making racist comments about her when they thought she was asleep and asked if she should end the relationship. I'm going to just go ahead and read this and save my commentary for the end of the article. A black woman who has been spending lockdown at her boyfriend's parents' house reveals she is struggling with how to react after overhearing them make racist remarks about her behind her back. Writing anonymously on Reddit's relationship advice forum, the 23-year-old Kenyan woman who has been in a year-long relationship with her white Canadian boyfriend who's 25 explained that they made a decision to spend lockdown in his hometown after both of their jobs were closed. Okay. She said it was the first time she met his parents and they initially seemed nice. However, in the evening of the same day that they arrived, she overheard his parents using racial slurs, including the N-word, when talking about her behind her back. The woman received an overwhelming number of responses offering her comfort, but many were divided if she should end the relationship because of his parents' comments. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Okay. In a lengthy post, the woman revealed she's never had to deal with any similar incidents of racism and is unsure what to do next. She wrote, "When I was walking down the stairs, I heard his mother, still at the kitchen table, mention my name. So being nosy, I stopped and listened. They said I was nice, and I was happy to hear that, but then his father said it's a shame she's a nigger though." Yeah, I'm gonna say the word nigger. His mother answered, "As long as he doesn't marry her, it's fine. And he won't. He knows we would be disappointed." I kind of froze up, waited for them to change the subject, got my boyfriend's charger and went upstairs. Okay. I didn't know how to feel, and I still don't. This is what she's saying. "I'm lucky enough to have never dealt with this kind of racism, so I'm a bit lost on what to do. What his mother said implies my BF knows his parents are not happy with him being with me. Is this why he's waited so long to introduce them to me?" A stream of responses urged the woman to break up with her boyfriend, warning that if they get married, she would also be tying herself to his family. One person said, "It makes me sick to my stomach." They got stick here, but it's supposed to be sick. "Sick to my stomach that this happened to you, and I'm so sorry you were even in this situation. Yes, you need to confront your boyfriend about this as soon as possible." Wow. Boy, listen. While he very well might not share the same disgusting views his parents do, he 150% has to know they're like this. All right. Listen, man. Another wrote, "This is not okay at all. And even more not okay if your significant other rather knew that they felt this way. If he knew that they were racist, even if he doesn't think of it that way, he knowingly put you in the situation and into harm's way." Oh, you think? Others argue that the woman shouldn't necessarily end her relationship, but should instead allow her boyfriend to confront his parents about their views. One person wrote, "Wow, first of all, I'm really sorry about his parents. That really is a shame. I think you should tell your BF about what happened and let him handle it. You didn't do anything wrong. They're just being super racist and unreasonable. I really hope they start to look past your race and instead realize the other amazing things you have to offer." Whoo. All right, let's go ahead and cut into this, man. Let's talk some common sense and talk some facts and history. First, before we even get into the history, which many of you in America should know, let's talk self-esteem, okay? I don't care if you're a black man or a black woman, no matter what part of the planet you're from. When you get into a situation with somebody, okay, and if it's going to be a serious committed relationship, and this person don't ever want to bring you around their family, that should let you know something is wrong off top, okay? Something's ought to start clicking. I mean, look, different strokes for different folks, but usually if you dating somebody, and y'all been dating for about 4 or 5 months, you gonna meet some of that person's family members, okay? Even if it's only a handful, you gonna meet some of their family members. And see, you got to have these discussions. You got to have these discussions if you gonna be the type of person to go jumping in these interracial relationships, particularly with white people. You better know who you getting into these situations with up front, because see, let's talk some facts. Besides the self-esteem issue where you got to go making all these changes for this person to find you appealing enough to be with, you got to look at some other things too. Start looking at the history of how many of these people end up killed, and it's particularly women, and I'm going to explain why it's such a big deal when women put themselves in the situation. In fact, I'm going to get into that right now. Black women, no matter where you from, I don't care whether it's Africa, America, whatever, it's a bigger deal when you all get into these situations, because let's be honest, out of the two genders, only one of us can kill the other with our bare hands. Okay? The only way that most women might be able to kill a man with their bare hands is if they had some type of training. And even then, because of the strength difference, okay, we talking facts, because of the strength difference, it's going to be a lot harder for you to do that. So when you place yourselves in these situations and Zaddy decide that he want to get rid of your ass, you up shit creek without a paddle. But see, a lot of y'all don't think about that. And a lot of these dumbass divestment chicks, they don't want to talk about the other side of it. See, I'm like this. If you're going to date outside your race, go ahead and do what you do. But stop sugarcoating this shit. And a lot of them that's in these relationships, particularly black women that like to swirl with Zaddy, they don't tell the whole story. That's the disingenuous part. If you really love your sisters and you say, okay, I don't want to date another black man, that's fine by me. Go ahead and get up out of here. Just know that when you go over there, you better know what you're getting into. And then when you do hop the fence and you talk all that shit about how black men ain't nothing because you made poor choices in choosing black men, trying to lump all of us in the same boat with the trash that you choose, just know your protection is done. We don't owe you nothing at that point. Okay? And I'm saying the same thing for black men. They go and hop over there and you want Becky. When you jump your ass over there, even though you are a man and you're physically stronger in the situation, let me go ahead and clue you motherfucking bed bugs up on something. That white woman in this system of white supremacy has more power than your black ass. I'm going to say that again. That white woman in this system of white supremacy has more power than your black ass. Even though you a man in the relationship, you may be the head of that relationship as far as between you and her, but in this system, she running things. See, a lot of y'all are in denial about that too, and there's been a couple of black men that's been killed by Becky. Y'all better know what y'all getting into, man. Because see, this is the thing, man. It's somebody out there for everybody within your own race. Within your own race. But 9 times out of 10, what black men and black women do that want to go hopping outside the race and get with these races like this, because I'm going to tear into the main part of this article. But the problem is y'all overlook the people that are decent, that want to be with you, because you have all these outlandish requirements. And then, you know what I'm saying, like the old saying go, you deal with who want to deal with you. Now, everybody got preferences. Everybody got, you know, things that they like in a particular individual. But I mean, man, sometimes you just got to look at things and be like, okay, is this a decent person? Because that never really comes up. Everybody's looking at how somebody look all the time, and you can't help what you physically attracted to as far as like visually. Okay. But at the same time, man, just overlooking people, you know what I'm saying, that are decent people that, you know, pretty much you could give it a go with. And you know, if you want a long-term relationship, that's what you're trying to do. A lot of y'all going hop ship thinking that, okay, as long as I get any white person, and a lot of times, whether it's black men or black women, y'all go and get Becky or Zaddy, it's the bottom of the barrel. It's the trash. You're not getting nothing that other white people want. And very rarely do you see them getting quality people that's over there on that other side. Now, see, when you get into this particular sister's, you know, situation, she's Kenyan, okay? I would like to know how long Has she been like, in Canada or what have you? Or have she been like any other places? Because see, this is a part of the problem, man. When a lot of our black immigrant brothers and sisters come over here, you don't really get around the black people of that area that have been there, so you can learn what type of places you going to and learn what the culture is there. The first thing on a lot of y'all mind, and I gotta go here with you, I'm doing this out of love. This is love talking. I'm not picking on you. A lot of y'all, where y'all from, y'all have been taught to think that if you get with a white person, be it a white woman or a white man, that's some type of accomplishment or success. And you are completely overlooking the history that we have with these people, both on the continent, here in America, wherever we are. These were our former slave masters and colonizers. I've got content on my channel that details their history. If you just happen to come across this video and you don't really understand things, take a look down my channel. Take a look down my channel at the history of how these people have treated us and how they still see us. Because see, what a lot of the younger generation does, that's 23, 25. You all, unfortunately, if you don't have any parents to sit down and teach you these things, because that's where it starts. Your parents should be teaching you what race relations are towards black people when you're dealing with the dominant society. When you look at all the things that they have done back then, whether it was in the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, these people had children. They passed down those racist ideologies to their children. So, of course, this dude knew that his parents were racist. There's no way he couldn't. His mother is his first teacher. Now, the only thing that she's looking at, and this is what confuses a lot of black men, too. You think because you have interracial sexual access with somebody, that means that person isn't a white supremacist or a racist. They love gutter sex with us. That's a rite of passage to them. See, that's the thing, man. A lot of you sisters, man, you get your feelings hurt because you choose trash, okay? Because, yeah, a lot of y'all that's up here complaining, talking about there's no good black men. Plenty of good black men try to holler at y'all. It's just not the brothers that you want. So you go hopping over there and get you a zaddy, and you fail to realize that they look at you as fetish objects. That's it. Same thing for some brothers that have that ego on their head that they don't think that they're just Becky's little fetish object. It's the truth. Y'all better start realizing that, because see, it would be one thing if you were just going over there getting your feelings hurt. These people are killing you. You look at what's going on right now in society over here in America. They killing black people left and right. These damn race soldiers, and even the ones that aren't in law enforcement. But you think because I'm going to go get in bed with one of them, I'm going to be safe, or that makes me different. I'm telling you right now, you better wake up and smell the coffee before it's too late. Because, see, there is no way that this dude didn't know that. Okay? And see, let's focus on another thing that we saw her parents saying in the article. They were saying, okay, this is just his phase. That's how they were talking, basically. He won't marry her because he knows how disappointed we are. Let me point something out to y'all, man. These white men, especially, white women too, especially if they come from some type of privilege, but these white men, they are not trying to pass on any assets to your black ass. Do you understand that? Ask yourself this question. How many interracial couples do you see, whether it's a white man and a black woman, or, the other way around, whether it's, a white woman and a black man, where that couple grow old together. I'm talking about old as in 60s, 70s. They've been married for 40, 50 plus years. You rarely ever see that here. You don't hardly see that. Listen, I guarantee you, if you look up some stats on that, that number is less than it might be 7%, if that. That might be high. I'm being generous when I say that. Y'all better understand that these people look at procreation with your ass and handing down assets. That's warfare for these people. Okay, and if you think I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you something. Look at how America is set up economically. Let's just go ahead and take the dating part out. Look at how America is set up economically. If I was wrong and that was your way out, don't you think there would be more wealthy black people in this country because they went and jumped ship and got into an interracial relationship, whether it's a black man or a black woman? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't say that, did I? I didn't say that, did I? See, the math doesn't lie. You don't have to like what somebody says as far as opinion. The truth don't care who tell it. If I was wrong, the economic situation for the average black man and woman in this country would be far different. But it isn't. And see, I'm going to tell you something, man. Whatever this sister got going on here, thinking that you going to go over there in bed with Zaddy, what's going to happen is, if she sticks around, because see, this is the other part of this article, whoever wrote this doesn't have a black first perspective, because they should have put this part in there, but I'm going to do it. You got to think about something. Look at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's situation, okay? When you get a white man, because they're more stubborn, okay? A man is going to be a man no matter what race he's in. If he wants something, he going to stick to it. And he's stubborn and saying, you know what? I know y'all racist as hell. I know y'all don't like her, but I want her. I'm going to stick with her. That's going to put pressure on him from his community that is backed up by an economy that we talking, okay, you going to stick with her? Cut you out the wheel. You see what happened with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? They had, I mean, Harry can't abdicate his bloodline, but they're like, okay, you're going to do that? Well, go ahead and bounce with her then. When you get your mind right, you come back. Because, see, in that particular situation, they're going to kill her eventually. Oh, I'm saying it like it is. You think they won't pull a Diana 2.0 on her ass? Them people are serious about keeping their bloodline clean. And the same thing applies for the average white person in society. Especially if their parents are successful and pillars of the so-called white community. You know, if his parents have pretty decent jobs or they have some type of stature or notoriety in the community, that's a stain on them. And I really wish more of these white people would just come out and start telling y'all that. But see, they try to hide that because they don't want nobody really knowing that they feel that way. They're afraid of being labeled. That's why I appreciate the hardcore white supremacists that just come out and be like, look, nigga, I can't stand your black ass. Because the feeling's mutual. I don't give two shits about you either if you ain't got no love for me. I just want to know where you stand up front so I can see what I'm dealing with up front, and I already know how to deal with you. It's better to deal with a snake that's out of tall grass than one that's in tall grass. I don't get my feelings hurt when they say that. I appreciate it. I want to know where they stand at all times in every level of society. Yeah, I mean, the battle lines are drawn. You over there, I'm over here. I appreciate it. So she better sit down with somebody and talk some sense into her and be like, what do you think is going to happen if it comes to a point where they keep pressuring him and he really has to make a decision? It might not be just dumping your ass. Because see, what's going to happen is, let's just say he dump her. Women, you know how y'all are. When it's somebody that you really want, you going to keep on trying to chase after him or whatever and be out there. Hey, he might look at that as like, you know what? I got to permanently get rid of you. I'm telling you right now, this is not going to end well. Whoever this sister was that wrote in here with this, she better sit down and get her mind right. Because see, what she pretty much trying to do, it seems like to me, just my opinion, she's speaking out about this, trying to get people to egg her into doing what she know is right already. I mean, when you got these kinds of doubts about something, every one of us, whether men or women, know to trust that gut feeling. I mean, and then with black folks, before I close this video, man, your self-esteem isn't supposed to let you be in any situation like that. It never, I mean, if you have any appreciation for yourself as a person, okay, as a person, especially if you black, with all that we went through in this country, you would never allow somebody to treat you like that. That wouldn't even be within you. That's why I say y'all better start teaching y'all children the history, especially right now with this climate in America, all this we dealing with. I hope she make the right decision before she end up another story. But yeah, black family, you know I had to touch on this when I saw it. I'm going to close it out right here. I'll put a link to the article in the description. And I hope you all think about things. We got to be safe out here. We got to be smart. Interracial sexual access is not going to save you right now. It's just not. Y'all got to get y'all minds out of that, man. And, you know, for those that will listen, I want to say this before I close this out. When you run across our black immigrant brothers and sisters, okay, for the ones of them that genuinely ask questions and are genuinely confused, be patient with our brothers and sisters and explain things to them. Now, that has its limits. Depending on how long they've been here. But if it's somebody that you can clearly see don't understand things, game them up on our history. Send them over to my channel. Send them over to George Making 2 channel. Send them over to the African Diaspora News channel. Send them to Tariq Nasheed. Send them to Jason Black. Send them to Taz Exclusive. And I know a lot of those people don't agree, but I'm saying send those people to these channels where they can learn about their history and learn about what's going on in our society as far as black people are concerned. Because, see, you might be the person that saves their life by doing that. Information is not only power, information is a protection. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that registers on you all's minds. I'm going to close this right here, and I'll see you all in future content. Stay safe, Black family.